So welcome to another video from Orkney. Beautiful day. Mitsubushi I-Miev on an 11 plate. Can you hear me over the wind? I'm really making an effort with my microphone today, much to the amusement of my fellow YouTubers. It's a Mitsubushi I-Miev. It's on an 11 plate, registered April 2011, showing just 9,000 miles. And it's really clean. It's come from the Forestry Commission, so obviously been looked after correctly. Both cables are here, the granny cable and the type 1 to type 2. Being health and safety conscious, there's a fire extinguisher there, which obviously unclips. Great things about the I-Mievs C0 Peugeot Ion is the back seats fold when you're not quite as tall as me, because I have the seat right back. Back seats fold nice and flat. Obviously both seats will drop down. Fantastic luggage area in the back of the I-Mievs. Super little cars. Floor mats in all 4 footwells. Rear wash wipe. Let me just show you some more detail. We've got 4 electric windows, remote central locking. We also have the 2 keys, which also has remote locking as well. So when you double click the lock, the mirrors fold in. How cool is that? Unlock it and flip it twice and it'll unlock or open up the wing mirrors. So in the outside, the I-Miev, it is like all the other I-Mievs have sold. You've got a normal key, as I showed you earlier. It goes in the ignition. Put your foot on the brake, turn and hold till you hear a beep beep. The car is running. It is on. So we've got normal wash wipe front and rear with intermittent. Normal headlight arrangements, also with auto. So when it gets dark, they come on their own. Power assisted steering. And you can see through here, electrically adjustable wing mirrors, heated rear screen, adjust the headlights, and also turn off the traction control. Now down here near your knee there's this switch, and you can see it. That's it off, that's it on. That's the heated driver's seat. So all the Mitsubishis had a heated driver's seat, which is something that wasn't standard on the Peugeot and the Citroën versions. All the normal heater controls. So direction of the airflow, speed of the fan, and obviously temperature. Now with the I-Mievs and all these early electric cars, they've got a resistor style heater, so it's not a heat pump, so it can take quite a bit of range. But if you want to keep the mist off the windscreen, the fan with air conditioning, the fan doesn't take any range at all. It's very negligible. It's just when you add heat where you'll see a drop in range. But if you leave it on the green dot, it just draws in fresh air from outside. All the manuals are here. All the manuals from when this car was brand new. Warranty card, checklists, etc. Let me show you as well all the documents that are here. So we've got the V5. So it's showing one previous keeper, which was the Forestry Commission, but then it went to the Forestry Enterprise Scotland. So basically, it's the same Forestry Commission. They just changed the office where it was based. So 27th of April 2011, Mitsubishi I-Miev. Oh, it's a Crown vehicle. Oh, we'll get that changed. That's no problem. So we'll get that changed to electricity. And obviously all the maintenance schedules, everything it's ever had done to the car is all on a printout, which is what you usually see with Crown vehicles, or vehicles that have been run by the Forestry Commission. Everything's here, so that's the blurb about the Type 1 to Type 2 cable. The service book showing 1 stamp, but again with 2 stamps. But again with these vehicles, very little maintenance, and it would have been done in-house as well. The MOT that is an old MOT. It is currently MOT, but we will MOT it again. I think it's the end of March that it's due. Something I was going to show you. I can do it with one hand. Yes, I can. It's the original sales invoice. Now get this. Originally this car was, can you see that? £29,045. Oh my word. But this was back in 2011 when electric vehicles were quite expensive. But they have dropped considerably in price because production costs have become less. So when you hear people saying, oh, electric vehicles drop like a stone, they depreciate really fast. No, they don't. It's just because production and cost to make electric vehicles has got cheaper. So before I walk you around the car, I'll take you for a short test drive. So welcome to the test drive. Foot on the brake, turn and turn the key till you hear a beep beep. It's more of a bing bong, isn't it? The car is on. So the gear selector, you go from P all the way down to D for drive, and D will also come up on the dashboard. Take the handbrake off the brake. Now, like all automatics, you get a little bit of roll, so you control the speed either with a brake or with the accelerator. Now, like all EVs, this also has what we call regenerative braking, or regen braking for short. So when you're going down a hill, it will actually recharge the battery. 33, 34, 35 miles an hour, just accelerating gently. You have a needle in the middle of the dash. You have an eco zone, that's telling you you're driving the most economically. But if you want to, it really picks up very quickly as well. Now I've come off the throttle, it's now charging the battery. And that means as well, if you drive any electric vehicle correctly, you'll have much less wear and tear on the brakes. There is a taxi company in Cornwall, C&C Taxis, they're on social media, they're on Twitter. They replaced the brake pads in an ENV 200 taxi at 119,000 miles. So not only is there a fuel cost, servicing is very, very little, brake fluid change, tyres, wipers, that's it. As well as being ridiculously cheap to run, there's very little servicing cost as well. So tyres and wipers and screen wash. Showing 9,560 miles. I'm going to be running this for a few days just to check out its range, but this will give around 65 miles range in the winter, perhaps 70-75 miles in the summer. That's because all electric vehicles work better in warmer temperatures. Talking of warmth, my bottom's getting nice and hot. The heated seat on these I-Mievs is brilliant, it really is, and it takes very little energy. You won't see any drop in range by having the heated seat on. Got the CD player as well, which to be honest, it's a Kenwood system. Do you remember Kenwood from years ago? They used to make mixes, didn't they? It's great, it's a CD player, you can use a USB connectivity as well. The buttons are a little fiddly. I find this with all Kenwoods, but it works, it's fine, but it's just not it's not as user friendly as modern car radios are. I'm being super picky. We've got a PowerPoint down there, we've even got a cup holder as well. So great little cars, we sell lots of these. This being the Mitsubushi, because they also made these cars for Citroën and Peugeot, called the C0 or the Peugeot Ion. This is the Mitsubushi. This has got extra features on the gearbox. Basically you've got B for extra engine braking, and you've also got C. Now C means coast, which basically means gives very little regen. So when you're driving along the flat, like all electric cars, you want it to roll as much as possible to get the maximum range. So C is quite a nice feature on these, and C comes up on the dashboard as well. But then you can just slip it back into D for normal drive, and you have a normal level of regen braking when you lift your foot off the throttle. So this is with me here on Orkney. CSO man Conrad in Strongness is the man to go to for any servicing. but should this develop any issues at all, he's the man that will be able to sort out all electric vehicles. Very well respected garage here on Orkney. Cracking little car. The great thing about the Mitsubishi as well, their batteries are proving to last for absolutely ages. So even though this is an 8-year-old electric vehicle, there is lots of life left in this. I'd say at least another 10 years before maybe the bodywork will fall apart before the batteries will actually give up. Anyway, that's the end of my ramblings on. Cracking little car. We know we won't have this long. We also got another one of these with James, of James and Kate, down in Hinckley, which is also white and also an 11 plate, which will be priced the same as this one at £5,995. So that ends the test drive. I'll just take you now for a short walk around this Mitsubishi I-Miev. So welcome back from the test drive. It's very, very clean. It really is. There are no locking wheel nuts to worry about. They're all just normal studs. The discs are fine, as you would imagine. We're just 9,000 miles. It needs a good polish, but there are no serious marks on this. The corners are fine. Obviously, just driven through some mud. But it really is a clean example. There's a tiny little dink here, which I'll get that pulled out. It's a little stone chip. That'll pull out and touch in. The glass is good. It really is a great little example. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to do the old like and subscribe. And this is with me here on Orkney, and I'm happy to demonstrate this at any time.